What's up, guys? This is Ring Warrior 291. I'm here with a review. Those who watched the review yesterday was more of a discussion rather than a review. This is talking about Dragon Ball Super Broly, one of the best looking animations of all. I will be using Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 to show certain things of what I'm talking about. But let us begin. Now, there are two things. One, watch out because there will be spoilers ahead. And next up, let's just get started. Dragon Ball Minus, the beginning part of the Broly movie. Now, I'm gonna actually talk about the bad things I didn't like about it first. I didn't like that Goku saw his parents and eventually never talked about it for some reason. And there's also the fact that it was rushed, as Bardock was already in space firing a key blast at Frieza's death ball. Even though at the very least they showed that it was still it felt very rushed. That whole scene, Paragus' whole thing was not that bad. Kid Broly was actually pretty impressive. Now time for the good stuff. I really liked the whole thing about Vegeta being mad about Broly and exiling him. It didn't feel very forced. It felt reminiscent to the whole trying to kill Broly thing. What else? I really did enjoy somewhat of Bardock. Seeing Raditz and Nappa was pretty cool. And it's kind of funny. Raditz's voice is kind of funny. Kid Goku was good to see. Gine was awesome to see. But I'll give it this. If I scaled it from 1 to 5, I'll give it a 3.5. It wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that good either. But I think if the Blu-ray expands it, it will be better. Our main star of the show, Broly. Now, he is definitely different than the original Broly shown right here. Well, aside from their thing, but instead of being considered as the legendary Super Saiyan, it's literally just full power Super Saiyan. I'll give it this. The fact that Broly, for some reason, is able to show extreme awesomeness. Not even the old Broly could have kept up with this one if they fought, because the new Broly, let's put it this way, DBZ Broly is the old one, Super Broly is the new one. Super Broly Super Broly was a very sympathetic character. His father treated him more like a weapon, although he did care for his father and all, because in one scene he was saying that don't talk about my father that way, because he still loved him. And I'll go with the whole why he became a Super Saiyan in different aspect of it, but I'll give it this. Broly showed so much awesomeness to the point that you love him. If you love the old Broly better than the new one, that's fine. That is fine. I always thought the Broly had the awesomest transformation. It was cool, and although he was evil, let's put it, it was pretty cool up until Bio Broly, which completely killed the character a bit, and wasn't even Broly. But I I think this Broly was pretty neat. He definitely showed some care so that I forgot the name of the green chick, but not relevant to the conversation. Although I have a feeling they're both gonna have a child together. Um, I don't know. I mean, the fighting was awesome. Broly showed that he can hold his own, even if he didn't had God Ki. He definitely was destroying stuff after he lost his sanity, which gave a little hint of the old Broly stuff when he just, once he's full power, he loses his sanity. But if I were to compare the two, I think I like the new Broly better than the old one. My opinion. This is not a comparing video of Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan movie, to Dragon Ball Super Broly, but I gotta say, Vegeta was more badass in this one than it was in that one. But let's go to the point. Vegeta, although we don't have Super Saiyan God Vegeta in the game, so I'm actually gonna show y'all a couple of clips, slow motion, because I don't want to get copyrighted for it. But I'll give you this. The first time seeing Vegeta Super Saiyan God right here is the anime's first time. The manga already did it, and it was pretty awesome seeing him in God. Although the issue is he went green for some odd reason, and that kind of will cause some stupid theories that all Vegeta can go green and all this and that. I mean, not all of them will be stupid. Some of them will be fun to listen, but I just think clickbaiters are gonna use that. Anyway, back to the main fight. Vegeta versus Broly was awesome. Vegeta was dominating it. I just love Paragus just like saying, I want revenge. I'm gonna kill Vegeta's son for revenge. And when Broly's getting his ass whooped, he's like, I fucked up. And then Broly all of a sudden just manages to overpower God Vegeta for a bit. Although they weren't able to continue their fight because Goku came in. I gotta say, Broly showed some real fighting power. So I really liked it. I think if I were to scale this fight from 1 to 10, I'll give it an 8 out of 10 because despite how awesome it was, it should have been a little longer. Two of the main stars, Goku and Broly, the similar sympathetic characters. I think Broly is basically Goku if he stayed in the woods because he literally is innocent and he is just all this and that. Seeing Goku take on Broly was kind of funny because although Goku loves fighting, he's still in this Dragon Ball Super state where he's kind of goofy and a little stubborn. Because even he asked Frieza, "What does this word mean?" And Frieza's like, "What?" And then he literally somewhat like embarrassed because it's like, is he really asking this? It just reminded me of Team Four Stars thing. But anyway, going back to it, Goku versus Broly was awesome. Fighting base form to whatever the hell Broly's thing was. I forgot the name of the thing, but he was fighting him like somewhat base form, and then Goku went Super Saiyan, and then went Super Saiyan God, and then after he got his ass handed to him in Super Saiyan God, he went to Super Saiyan Blue in one of the most awesomest ways. But the issue I have with the whole show, I love the way it showed the transformation, the coloring. I just wish they didn't show the colors of Ultra Instinct because now people are gonna be saying, I know in Instagram, people are like, oh, he achieved Ultra Instinct, and it just pisses me the hell off. But because it's not, he didn't even achieve Ultra Instinct, it was just coloring. But the fight was awesome, although it was eventually interrupted thanks to Frieza once Broly was starting to destroy stuff around. But I'll say this: the fight was great, and no, I do want to address something to those manga and anime fans because we have two different things. Goku in this movie for the anime didn't achieve Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken at all. He didn't use it, and for the manga, he didn't use full powered Super Saiyan. I don't know if he did. It could be implied that he did, but then again, I don't think he did. And even if he did that, Broly would just manage to eventually surpass that, because Broly himself just keeps getting, as Vegeta said, he keeps getting stronger or better as the fight continues. So even if Goku was giving it his all, he probably would have still lost. I just think that Frieza interrupting the fight kind of didn't show what Broly could do. Anyway, up to the next. I'll give you this. Frieza is a bastard in this movie. He is the pinnacle of assholeness, the pinnacle of villainous. And seeing him get wrecked by Broly, I mean, here, spoilers ahead. Well, obviously, this whole thing has spoilers. Frieza killed Paragus to trigger Broly's transformation. Goku and Vegeta sent Broly to beat the living hell out of Frieza. And it's not like in a certain power where he got up, beat up for a minute. No, he got beat up for an hour. So that was satisfying. Okay, this is my error because it wasn't much of a fight, really. It was more of Broly trying to attack Whis and Whis just enjoying himself. Because, let's be real, there is no character at the moment that can take on Whis and literally do some damage to him. But I'll say this, the fact that Whis hold his own without trying shows that, yeah, even Broly is strong, but he's not Angel level strong. So I was glad to see that. Although if Whis really was trying to fight him, Broly would have lost right then and there with just one hit. Not even his little whole thing of getting stronger as he progresses would have hold out. He would have literally been knocked out. An example would have probably been like how Beerus just knocked out Super Saiyan 3 out of Goku. So, yeah, I just wanted to clear that. On to the main event. Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, although Gogeta himself versus Broly. Now, first of all, I loved that they used the whole Vegeta doesn't want to because he's embarrassed. Piccolo teaches it, helps Goku teach it, and they fucked up twice the fusion. One because Vegeta's finger kind of went the wrong angle, and then the second one, their angle was completely horrible. So it was kind of funny. Although seeing Gogeta, it's kind of funny when he's saying trying to figure out his name because like what the fuck are they gonna call me since I already got Vegito for the whole Patara earrings. Might as well find a name for myself. But other than that, let's go to the actual fight itself. It was amazing seeing Gogeta hold his own in base form, and then going Super Saiyan and let's put it this way. When they both used a very strong attack and hit each other with it, they literally broke and went to some other dimension. Now, if you heard the discussion, which I have a feeling not a lot of you have, um, one of my friends or one of my brother's friends said that it hurt his eyes because it was just so much coloring. And yeah, we were all confused, like, what the hell is going on? Like, the coloring was looking awesome and everything. It's just, yeah, that was a bit over the top, dimension breaking stuff. And then when they punch back, they end up in the desert. But no, if I gotta say, this fight was the pinnacle of the whole thing. Granted, I will address something else, but Gogeta was great. Seeing him canonized was awesome, since now he is part of the main story, canon story, along with Broly and Bardock and all of that. But at the end of the day, this fight was just overly. It beat Goku Mastered Ultra Instinct versus Jiren. It literally beat it. All right, off to the next. Now, there will be the question of is Broly stronger than Beerus? That is a very unknown because considering there's two scenes that kind of in a way contradict each other in my opinion. One scene is Beerus just there, yeah, in the end Beerus ended up having to be the babysitter for Bola. And he literally just was he did felt the powers and everything, but in the end he was calm. It was like, "Oh, I probably could have taken care of this." Probably, but then there's Goku saying maybe Broly may be stronger than Beerus. So it's putting like a slight contradiction to each other, but it's like, it could be a possibility that Beerus is stronger than, I mean, Broly is stronger than Beerus. But then again, Beerus, we haven't seen him in full power, so that can be a little bit of an issue. Not really. But if you want my honest opinion, I don't think until further notice, Beerus is gonna still be the strongest for now. Although if the case is that Broly's stronger than Beerus, then Gogeta's stronger than Beerus, Vegito's stronger than Beerus. We already know Master Ultra Instinct is stronger than Beerus. Ultra Instinct Omen is considered to be maybe, so probably Broly's somewhere around there. But until then, we'll go with more of a tie just to be safe on this. Also because, well, then again, I really just think Beerus, we haven't seen him at full power, and if he goes Ultra Instinct, yeah, he sure as hell would end up being stronger. But Anyway, let's go off to the next. Now I'm going to somewhat trigger some Gogeta fans, but think about this way. I'm a Gogeta fan, but I'll say this. Vegeta would have probably have dominated the same way as Gogeta did. Because you guys keep shitting on Vegito. Yeah, thanks to fucking Dragon Ball Super Stupid Retcon. Yeah, Vegito's now 1 hour limit, so it completely makes the Batara earrings be better. And yeah, it felt like Gogeta fusion was longer for some odd reason, but that's just a movie choice, I guess. Plus, they were probably fighting at light speed. Anyway, if Vegeta was in the movie rather than Gogeta, I really think it would have just been the same thing. The difference is, probably Frieza wouldn't have gotten his ass whooped like he deserved it. And they wouldn't have needed they probably would have went to Piccolo and be like, hey, you have the Patari rings, and he's like, sure, here they are, and they would have just fused immediately, or probably just have a few seconds of arguing where Vegeta's like, I'd rather die by Broly. But no, other than that, you guys give shit to Vegito, and here's the argument I'll give it, especially when it comes down to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta versus Vegito. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was extremely stronger than Omega Shenron. Vegito Blue, at least in the anime, versus Zamasu were equals. And I think, let's put it, although the stupid statement that Vegito and Gogeta are equals, I still think Vegito would have still had the edge, considering he had 30 minutes extra, so I think the fight would have been longer, and it would have just been somewhat similar. One thing I loved was the ending. I wanted to put this at the very end because it's like it fits a little. Goku telling Broly that he can call him Kakarot. Now Goku has had bad experiences with Saiyans, Raditz starting, then Nappa, Vegeta, but him accepting his Saiyan race was awesome. The movie was visually great. I recommend y'all see it because it's just amazing. The fighting was so great. For y'all casual, hardcore, and even newbies, just trust me on this. You will love this movie enough to want to watch it a second or third time, even a ninth time like Geekdom did. Shout out to Geekdom. Anyway, this is Green Lord 291 signing out. I love this kind of videos and I might continue doing this, but I really like Dragon Ball Super Broly. If it wasn't for a lot of skipping things like Goku and Vegeta all of a sudden battle damage and all, the movie gets a 9.9 out of 10 from me. Anyway, see you around.